Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Europa Universalis for MEIOU and Taxes 3.0 with me, Alpha Mega, and the Ottoman Devlet. So in the previous episode we have won a war against Bulgaria, gaining the provinces of Yambol and Anhialo. And today we need to decide on what we're gonna do next, because we have a couple of problems. First, we are being encroached upon from all sides. On the west we have Serbia, which is actually a pretty terrifying large empire. On the north we have Hungary, which is an even more terrifying encroaching empire. And on the east we have the Eretnits, which are also, while not encroaching and not as scary, they are an empire which has roughly the same size of an army as we do, and can pull in a couple of allies. So the only way we can expand really here is against the Knights Hospitaller at this point, which will unfortunately drag Venice into a war with us. Now I've been thinking about this for quite some time, and I think we're gonna risk it, but not before we get the decades annexed. We are about to be able to annex them in roughly 4 months, give or take a month, at which point we're going to start the process and annex them. In the meantime, we're going to stabilize our situation, build a couple more ships. We have 2 Doe Raiders. I think we're going to invest a little bit more of our treasury to building a couple more ships. At least to enough. Wait for. Well, actually, we can't maintain more than we are building right now. Yeah, 5 Doe Raiders is as much as we can. Okay, never mind. There's no way we can, stop the Venetian invasion anyway. We just have to deal with it. But we can defeat the Knights Hospitaller. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull in all my allies. That's gonna put our armies way above what they have, including Venice. Actually, no, not including Venice. Damn. But still, we will be stronger than them. Infantry. Wait, is Venice calculated in this? It is. Okay, 8,000. So yeah, we will be stronger than Venice. We can also raise a little bit more once we're at war, and we're gonna have to focus on taking the territory quickly. I'm after Akhisar, Manisa, and this city over here, Ionia, because taking Akse here would also be a pretty good one, because it would connect us to the southern territories that we're gonna annex. Well, either way, this is the territory we want, and we might consider taking this one as well. We'll see what kind of penalties we're gonna incur for that. But before we do that, I'm actually gonna do one more thing. I was actually told in the comments, and I thank the good soul who did, that we probably are not getting notified of our investments. I thought that might be the case, but I always forgot to check, and it is. So when we go here into, hold on, where is it? Show utility decisions, and there is average autonomy, calculate CE, Queen Mission Tree, investment manager. Here it is. And it's saying he notified me when an investment happens, and then when I click it, it's a stop notification of investment. So yeah, I thought it was the other way around. Unfortunately, it isn't. So we're still investing about 60% of our treasury every 3 years, which is why we have such a low treasury. We started with about 700, and we have this much at this point. So hopefully this is gonna fix it, and we're gonna start seeing some investments happening. But who knows? Who knows? At this point, we have all of our units stationed as if we were planning to invade Constantinople or the territory of the Byzantines. You guys are drilling? Oh, you swear? Okay, well then I don't have an issue with that. You can keep drilling. Exactly fine. I thought you didn't. But we'll pull them into Anatolia before the war starts. We'll hopefully be able to pass either through here or through the territory of our, well, I wouldn't go as far as to call them our vassal, more like tributary. Ah, okay, so we can just pass. Yes, we can. Okay, never mind. So we'll have two ways how to pass: through Constantinople itself or through Gallipoli. So we'll see if that stops us. But honestly, I would expect the Venetians to land in Anatolia and fight us and free the territory. Though they might go after Edirne, which is a problem that we'll have to deal with. But we have a castle there and quite a lot of local fortifications, so it might hold if it comes down to it. I don't know. It's a little bit of a mess. Okay, Devlet has been once again swayed a little bit by our missionaries, so we'll see where we can send them next. Okay, we can send them again to Devlet. What's the situation here? How is it changing? Okay, we now have nearly 30,000 Sunni and 46,000 and a half Orthodox people. In Bursa itself, we have 59,000 Sunni, 56,000 Orthodox, and 12,000 Apostolic. So we don't really have a complete majority there, but a good one nonetheless. So let's see what's going on with tickets. Will we be able to annex you now, or is there still more time needed? Integrated 16.98 of the subject. Integration speed is influenced by the following factors. We do have enough diplomatic power to do it. Oh, and we'll have the uprising soon, won't we? Where are you? From here? Yeah. Okay, it might actually be a good idea to send you guys over there. Military access from Bulgaria. They are at war again. With Vojnovici, Knight Hospital, Zeta, Naxos, no. Bulgaria is not someone I consider worthy of our time, but if Serbia actually annexes parts of their territory, that is good for us, because then they might get into a conflict with Hungary. And that would be fine for me. Okay, Poroi. So is this moving or is it not moving? That is the question. It is not moving. Okay, so I don't know when it's getting recalculated. Maybe it recalculates one per year. That could definitely be the case. Okay, Izmit is finishing the third dough raider that we're gonna get. It's gonna be set on our navy, which is here. 2 dough raiders will have us in Zuhaf. Okay, tell me, can we get some? No, we need more administrative power. Administration cost and efficiency is increased. We need 254, so a little bit more than we have right now. Okay, so we can now go and protect the trade, which is good for us for making bank, which is good. I'm interested in seeing when this is gonna tick up. I'm pretty sure then it all happens in January 1st. They moved most of the calculations to that date, so they are all done at the same time, and you don't really have to suffer through anything else. Okay, our armies are over here, so you can start drilling. That ought to slightly lower the unrest. Yeah. So they really shouldn't do much against us. Okay, here's October. So we're gonna wait till 1st of January, and then I'm gonna probably do a little skip. So we might actually decide on going to war, because we can still use Tekits as an ally in the meantime. Our truce with Jandaritz has ended. We can now declare war on them. They're our vassals, so I don't really think that's wise. Do they still have? They do still have a huge liberty desire. So let me just improve relation with you, and I'm gonna pull you out from this service of yours. Okay, here it is. Okay, I'm gonna use you for something else, and we can get the first bureaucracy idea. But don't we need? Do we need diplomatic power? Yeah, we need diplomatic power. Okay, so we can actually go ahead and use this to get the first idea from the bureaucracy idea group. Provincial administration. Does a cobbler understand how to run a farm? Does a farmer grasp the vagaries of shipping? A merchant dose of war, or a noble dose of theology? The answer to all these questions is no. And for the state, it should be no different. Who better to govern than those who make a job of it? Administration cost is lowered by 10% and efficiency is increased by 2.5%. Okay, now is January. What was the sound that we just heard? Sounded a little bit weird. Oh, I see no tribute. Okay, so it's probably that they didn't send us the money that they were supposed to. They can obviously not be trusted. So is this basis for declaring war? No, they are our subject. So can we punish them now somehow? Send additional troops. Wait, they are at war? They are at war in the Genoese conquest of Lesbos. That's interesting. Okay, did you recalculate? Yes, you did. Okay, so we can annex them now for... It's gonna be done in a year and a half. Gonna cost us 7 diplo per month and total 113. Burden of taxation. Good, good, good. You are drilling, you are being annexed. Yeah, I'm fine with this. What I'm not fine is you guys being still mad at me. I understand that I stole your territory and, you know, sort of emasculated you. But I would have expected you to be over that now. I guess I was mistaken. But actually, once we get you guys annexed, we can go for you and vassalize you. They would accept a vassalization request. So let me just start improving relations with them. Collection. Here, improve relations. And once we annex the Techids, we are going to royal marriage alliance and then vassalize them. So we're gonna have a different vassal instead. Cool, I think this is a plan. So I'll be back when we annex the Techids, and at that point we're gonna declare war on the Knights of Spitaur, who are actually at war against Bulgaria at this point. So, cool. It's March 1374, and we get an event called the Administrative Ideas of Köshem. Combined with a strong moral compass, Köshem has always had a sense for order. Decisions made by her are trusted decisions, be it about political issues or during friendly conversation. The Sultana speaks her mind eloquently, something that awarded her some admiration even during her early days in Aidinitz. Most importantly, however, the words of Sultana carry a truthfulness to them, a matter making even the most stubborn members of the court heed any advice offered from her. So we get 50 administrative power, which is amazing. And here we started getting notifications about the investment. So we had roughly 150 gold, and you can see that we now have 73. So a lot has been investment. We invested 0.14 gold in agriculture in Bergama, 0.7 in forestry, 1.092 in extraction, 1.01 in fishery, nothing in industrial, and nothing in academic investment. Okay. In Eskişehir, we invested 7.16 in agriculture, 1.3 in forestry, a lot in industrial, 6.67. Balıkşehir, 0.11 in agriculture, 0.45 in forestry, 1.45 in industry. In Engri, 5.2 in agriculture, so we have a lot of agricultural investment, 10.9 in industry. Iskidar, 1.8 in agriculture, 0.6 in forestry, 0.044 in fishery, and 6.3 in industry. Interesting, so we're throwing a lot of money at industry, it seems. Agriculture in Izmit, 3.5. Lastana gold in forestry, 3 gold in extraction, 1.2 in fishery, and industrial investment here in the amount of 8.47. Iznik was another one. Gallipoli, just minor investments. Bolu, 3.6 in industry, 3 in agriculture. Çanakkale, a little bit of everything. Bursa, 6.64 in industry, and that's it. So Bursa, I believe, is still our most valuable province. Yeah, 23 development. Hüvendigar is also pretty good, but Bursa is on the coast and has more urban development. You have more rural. There's no modifiers here or nothing, while Bursa has minor center of trade, minor center of learning, and I'm considering building roads there soon. They help with trade and everything. Nobles demand old rights. The nobility still recall the days when the Sultan was just the first among many nobles. They yearn for a return to those days and are actively pressuring him to restore to them certain lost rights and privileges. While we can accept their demands or reject it, and honestly I would reject it, but our Sultan is benevolent, so I'm gonna go with accept demands, which lowers centralization, yield prestige, and it hits us in prestige right now, unfortunately. But the good news is we are at 85% vassalization already when it comes to tickets. The war with Knighted Hospitaller is still on the go. They were at war with Bulgaria, but they are, I think, no longer. No, they are still attacking Bulgaria, even though parts of it were already annexed by Serbia. So hold on, you are fighting that little stump of land. And the Peasants' War. Noble birth. Many of the families of the nobility have won their current position due to the actions of a forefather who served the state in times of war. For most of their sons, a life in the field is therefore the only imaginable career. With the modernization of the army, however, common offices are no longer entirely unusual. Members of the nobility have now approached us asking that we guarantee what they feel is a given right of their class. No man should be able to take service as a commander in the Ottoman armies who is not of noble birth. Guarantee their right to command the armies. You get special commission. The extra loyalty. Or we earned our relations. Well, unfortunately, we are noble. Sorry, not noble, not benevolent, which means I don't think we will Okay, well, guarantee their rights. Which means that we have very good relations with them. 55 loyalty. We might want to revoke a privilege of theirs. Noble dues. Familiar service. Prestigious diplomacy. Processing monopoly. What if we look at court titles? If we went with expansive courts, to lower their influence, lower our relations, but we would get less corruption and prestige decay. A wide variety of titles exist. Okay, so can we have a rural autonomy? That's also something that I would like to get rid of. Support the elite and empowered autonomy. Rural autonomy. Number loyalty did not drop to 0 loyalty. I have to look into that. We actually increased our relations right now and their loyalty as well, so it might do something for us. Okay, Dimatoka once again had the work finished. It's now 41,603 Orthodox people compared to 45,593 Sunni people. So let's continue the good work. Come on. Fire it back. Okay, so we have annexed the Techids. That is amazing. And we can now make this a state. We can't core them though at this point. But good, so we got the Phoenicia port and Antalya, which is a small city there. Recently conquered. Does it count as conquered? Until June 1384. And they have a transport ship here. And a unit here. Yep, that one is going to be disbanded. But we can support 12 units. And we actually have a fairly good army professionalism, 20.66, I like that. Now with you we have 83. Some allies to the alliance slot. We can't really do anything with the alliance here. Allied to a rival, really. Well, royal marriage is going to help. Unfortunately, the alliance is impossible. They would accept to be a tributary. Though I'm not sure if that defeats the possibility of them becoming a vassal later on. Either way, you stop with this and we're gonna declare war. Because we do have a little bit of time to do that. Okay, continue with the Metoka. And let me see, I would like my vassals to be supportive. You be supportive, and we cannot ask anything from you. By the way, they didn't send us tribute again, so in my book, if there will be a chance to attack them, and we shall. Okay, and oh, we have one. Oh yeah, that's the transport ship. don't think they have any armor here, so it's gonna be a little bit interesting. But yeah. You guys are almost there. And you are at war still, aren't you? Yeah, so your army is Venice. There is a Venetian army in the north. They wouldn't allow us an access, which really makes me mad. Because they will have a free reign in the north. But we won't be able to attack them there anyway. There is a Romanoi fleet over here. Well, we don't really have much of a choice, do we, in the matter. So let us declare war, and we're gonna go after... wait, this is a German war goal. Take Rhodos. Oh, that is a problem. Neither of these is really good for us. But we could win this for... I think they would get it, honestly, when we win that. Though they are our vassal. Also, that reminds... Oh, nice, you're no longer good. You are no longer disloyal? No, you still are disloyal. Why? They won't accept the royal marriage still. And then would I retrain Grand Province? Let's placate them and see if that helps. Yes, that fixed it. Okay, now royal marriage. That's gonna cement it, and we can count with them during the war. Not being backstabbing bastards. Though, you know, thinking about it, I'm not really all that against helping my vassal get an extra province. So we can go with Gesar and see if we can take the rest for ourselves. And it's gonna be our war goal, so... 5 regiments... It sucks that they are right here. I'm tempted not to do that. Establish a tributary. Okay, I can proclaim a guarantee on them. Still, that doesn't get us anywhere near. Tributary state. I'm tempted. Sultan Mehmed I is now architectural visionary. Okay, so we're gonna invest more into projects. Okay, so what's the rebel uprising Kermianid separatists? Now we have to do it, so let us just stop being so silly about it and go. I think I'm gonna raise a couple of additional regiments here. Still making a decent... Oh, we're not making a decent amount of money. Let's go with light looting. We don't want to make our enemies even more mad. Okay, and my navy is already fighting. And we have one, but I want you guys docked now. Yep, Navy mission cancelled. We don't really want you to come into harm's way. And there's not gonna be much that we can do to protect you during this. Okay, guys. Okay, all of our vassals are now at war. And all of their vassals are also at war. They have a larger army than we do, but it should still be fine. We're gonna conquer Aghisar, and then I'm gonna march north against the Venetian army over there. And we'll see if we can take it down. That sounds like a good idea. Yeah, Athens. Okay, here's them blockading us. Death of a major player. The aristocrats have lost a renowned figurehead, a respected figure within the faction. Their death has damaged the power of the aristocrats. A respected figure, or we can exploit it. No, a respected figure. Okay, so our allies are also sieging. It depends whether or not we're going to be able to cross. I mean, I'm mostly interested about them not in them not controlling Edirne. And we lost an advisor. That is a little bit serious. But only if we ignore that and not get someone else instead. Okay, Aghisar is gonna fall to us soon. They sent no tribute again. Okay, I'm gonna take you because you provide 4 defense. It's actually a very welcome thing for us. Considering, yeah, we're sieging that territory, there's nobody here. So we can just leave this to our allies. And try to see if we can pass. Well, we probably won't be able to. They get 6% from the fact that we are not controlling the war goal? No, they're getting a little bit from the blockades as well. Okay, but it's fine. Okay, let me see how would this negotiation work. So Aghisar will be given to who? Yes, to Idinids. Okay, so to Idinids? Wasn't it Kermian? Oh, wait, no. Okay, we couldn't take this one. I guess that's interesting. We would give it to our ally instead. Because they get cores on those. So honestly, it would be best for us to go with something like this. Könen and EOOQE here. Damn, none of this really gives us aggressive expansion and coalition against us. That's interesting. That's interesting. We can still do it. Okay, either way, thank you very much for joining me. Now I'll see you in the next episode where we're gonna continue with this war and try to conclude it.